What's up, Pokemon fans? Today we are diving into one of the biggest controversies to hit Pokemon TCG in a while. I'm talking about the Seismatode illustration rare from Black Bolt. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the headlines or heard the rumors online that the artist intentionally slipped a hidden symbol into the background of the card, while other people are saying it's going even further and that this card could actually get banned. Well, today I'm going to break it all down for you. I'm going to tell you what's real, what's not, and what this means for collectors like you and me. So let's set the stage for this. This controversy started when some eagle-eyed collector pulled this card and noticed something in the background of the artwork, right there over his right shoulder in the vines. It appears to be the number 666 hidden in the design. I'm sure most of you are aware of the number and what it's associated with, and so you can see how that might be a problem for the Pokemon Company and for collectors and children. But hold on. Let's take a closer look and unpack this just a little bit. Some people are saying that this was an intentional detail added by the artist, while other people are claiming that it's just a coincidence. Was this placed intentionally there by the artist? I mean, when you look at it, it kind of looks like it could be that number. But it also just kind of looks like a vine that's curling up. The human brain is really good at seeing patterns, and that does not always mean that those patterns are intentional. Now, let's back up a little bit and look at the artist who did this illustration, Shinji Kanda. There's going to be two camps of people here. There's going to be those who are familiar with Shinji Kanda's artwork, and those who are familiar with Shinji Kanda's artwork and didn't know it, unless you just got into Pokemon today. Some of the previous artwork that he's done that you guys would definitely remember are the Sword and Shield promo, Galarian Moltres. Remember the bird tins? The one with that beautiful blue background? That was him. Another card that he's done, which also has controversy surrounding it, but for a different reason, is the Magikarp illustration rare from Paldea Evolved. And then there's my favorite, the Giratina V Alt Art from Lost Origin. It is without a doubt my top 5 favorite artworks I have ever seen in Pokemon. So you have to ask yourself, would an artist of this caliber, who had illustrated some of the most iconic cards in the modern era, risk his career by secretly slipping a symbol into the background of one of his illustrations? And there is no way the higher ups at Pokemon would let that slide, right? But let's address the other controversies surrounding this card. There are people saying that this card could actually be banned, or at least banned from tournament play. But is that likely to happen? What do you think? Has Pokemon ever banned an English card for artwork or something as abstract as this? Sure. There were some problematic artworks in the past with some Japanese cards. Some of you guys may remember Jinx or Misty's Tears, but those cards were printed in Japanese and then they changed the artwork for the English cards. And this card has already been printed for the English set. So that brings us to the impact that this controversy is having on the price of this card. When Black Bolt and White Flare initially released, this card was selling for $50. Then, around July 27th, the rumor mill started churning, and this card started going up. It went all the way up to a high of $320. Since then, it has settled back down to $206. But that's still a very far cry from $50. There are a lot of people saying that this was market manipulation, that there was fear created intentionally around this card that it could potentially get banned to drive up the price on it. As someone who's opened hundreds of packs of Black Bolt, I still haven't pulled it, so it actually is a pretty rare card, and it's beautiful. So if you're someone who got in on this early and bought the card for around $50 or pulled it yourself from a pack, congratulations. You might be sitting on a nice investment. And let's be real, this isn't about the card's true value, it really is about the hype surrounding it. So as the new sets come out and you think back to Black Bolt and White Flare, of course you're going to think about Zekrom, you're going to think about Reshiram, you're going to think about Kyurem, but you're also going to think about Seismatode, and it's going to be synonymous with those other cards because of this hype. So here's the thing though. So this situation shines a light on how easily the Pokemon community can be swept up in speculation. And it also highlights how powerful the TCG market can be, with prices rising and falling based off of a rumor about artistic detail. As collectors, we have to ask ourselves, are we buying into the hype, or are we truly appreciating the art and rarity of these cards? I get it. I got caught up in it too. I had to have this card because of this rumor. So to wrap all this up, is the Seismatode illustration card cursed? No. Is it going to get banned? Probably not. But it is a great example how we as the Pokemon community, for better or worse, respond to the tiniest details in these cards. If you're a collector and you have this card, I hope you enjoy it for what it is, a piece of TCG art. And remember, sometimes controversy makes a card way more legendary. So what do you guys think? Do you think the 666 was intentional, or do you think it's an illusion? We've already seen the card die down in value some, but what do you think? Do you think it's going to hold? Do you think it's going to keep going down? Or do you think it's going to shoot back up? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time.